Hello students, welcome back to English class. Hope you are staying safe at home, and today let us learn subject verb agreement. And before that, let's know what are the objectives of learning this. So by the end of this lesson, this topic, you'll be able to identify the singular and plural subjects and verbs in sentences, edit sentences for correct subject verb agreement and use complete sentences, and you'll be also able to use dialogue correctly in sentences. Okay, let's now move on. What is subject verb agreement? Let's know what is a subject first of all. What is a subject? A word that does an action is called a subject. Okay, for example, if you see here, the neighbor's dog is barking. So, what is barking here? The neighbor's dog. So, what is the subject here? The neighbor's dog. Okay, so what is the verb here? Is. Why did we use is here? Because the subject of this sentence is singular. Okay, the neighbor's dog, the subject is singular, so we used a singular verb. Okay, so what is subject verb agreement? The verb must agree with the subject in number and person. The verb must agree with the subject in number and person. So the verb here is barking should agree with the subject in number and person. So the neighbor's dog is singular, so we used a singular verb is here. And if you see the second sentence, the horses are running. So the horses, the subject, it is singular or plural? It is plural. The horses, many horses. The horses are running. So as it is plural subject, we used a plural verb are here. Okay. So the verb must agree with the subject in number and person. Okay. And there are some other rules to be followed. So two singular nouns joined by and require a plural verb. So two singular nouns joined by and. Okay, two singular nouns joined by, connected by the connector, and they require a plural verb. See here, my friend and I are working together on the geography project. So here my friend and I, they are two singular and different nouns they are. So these are two nouns, two members, my friend and I. So two singular nouns, they are two different singular nouns. So we joined this with the connector and, so we used a plural verb are here. Shelly and her father, so, are swimming in the club pool. Okay, and two singular nouns suggesting one idea or person must be used with a singular verb. So two singular nouns and those suggest only one idea or person. Only one idea if they are suggesting. Two singular nouns suggesting only one idea or person, then you must use a singular verb there. For example, the poet and singer. So these two qualities refer to one single person. The poet and singer, they are one and the same. Okay, they are referring to one single person. So we used a singular verb here. The poet and singer is Neha's best friend. Okay, and in sentences where nouns are joined by, along with, as well as, together with, in addition, the first subject, the noun, should be considered while choosing the verb. If the first subject is singular, you use a singular verb. If the first subject is plural, then we use a plural verb. See here the examples. A bottle of water along with some sandwiches was given to the traveler. So here, along with, and here we used a bottle of water. A bottle of water is singular, so we used a singular verb here. Okay, so the first noun to be taken into consideration, and so as it is singular noun, we used a singular verb here. And if you go through the second sentence, A few sandwiches in addition to a bottle of water were given to the traveler. So here the first noun is singular or plural. A few sandwiches, it is plural. So we used a plural verb were here. Hope you understand. Okay, the first noun should be taken into consideration and then you have to choose the verb whether it is singular or plural. Okay, and now two or more singular nouns connected by or nor require a singular verb. A plural verb is required if one of the subjects is plural, the nearest one, if it is plural, the nearest noun to the verb. If it is plural, we take a plural verb. If it is singular, we take a singular verb. Okay, so neither Saurabh nor Tanya is coming for the party. So is coming is the verb here. So Tanya is singular, Tanya is singular or plural? Singular. So we used a singular verb here. Okay, and either the principal or the teachers are attending the website launch. So here the principal is singular, the teachers plural. So are attending is the verb. So the nearest noun is teachers. Teachers is plural. So we used a plural verb here. Okay. When nouns joined by or not differ in person, the verb must agree with the nearest noun or pronoun. That's what we learned here. See, neither he nor his parents. So his parents is plural. So we used a plural verb here. So the nearest noun. Okay, the nearest noun, if it is plural, we use a plural verb. Nearest means to the noun which is nearest to the verb. The noun which is nearest to the verb. So if it is singular, we use a singular verb. If it is plural, we use a plural verb. Okay, and now either, neither, each, every, one of, plural noun, and the phrase many a must be used with a singular verb. So neither of, either of, one of, every one of, each one of. Okay, all these they take many a, all these they take a singular verb only. Okay, so here are the examples. You see, either of the two cars is for sale. So don't take cars into consideration. Okay, just either of the cars is for sale, any one of them. Okay, so we use a singular verb. Neither of the two men was willing. Was is singular. Neither of, as it is neither, we used was. Every one of us is contributing, singular verb. One of my cousins is arriving today. Okay, many a scientist has helped to find the cure. Okay, so either of, neither of, each of, every one of, many a, all these phrases, all these they take a singular verb only. Hope it is clear up to here. Okay, so an exercise will be given to you on this. Complete that exercise for better understanding. Thank you for now. Meet you in the next class.